Greetings friends and fellow gamers, and welcome to Reapers and Renegades 27th episode. I'm Adam, your host, and today we're on Red Dead Redemption 2 again, this time in the online mode of the game. And of course, if you enjoy this episode, then please remember to hit that like button. It really helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel, then please remember to hit that subscribe button for regular episodes on the games we all love to play. And please remember also to hit that bell for notifications of our latest episodes. Okay, so today I'm going to show you a method that will allow you to access a passive or ghost mode that will enable you to enjoy the game online without any trouble from other players, i.e. griefers, etc. And I must, before I show you the method, take a moment to give credit where credit's due to the creator stroke discoverer of this method. So a huge thank you from myself, and I'm sure the entire online community, to Kevin, or Lord Kebban as he's known on YouTube, I do hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, for showing us how to do this method. And a massive shout out to his YouTube channel. He does some great videos on hunting and XP methods, etc. that are well worth viewing, so check his channel out. Okay guys and girls, let's get cracking. Okay, so what we want to do first, now I'm doing this from my camp, but that was just purely so I could shoot the intro without getting hassled. You can do this from anywhere, it doesn't have to be in the camp. But what we need to do first is just press left on our D-pad and bring up our players, and then press L1 to go to recent players, like players we've met recently. And as you can see, I've got some. Now if you don't have any, all you have to do is go back, go down to your quick join, select quick join, go into a showdown series or a race series, go into any of them. As soon as you load into it, you then just go to, there will be an option under online options which will be to quit back to online. So you can just literally load in, it will fill up your players, recent players list, and also send you straight back. So then you just load back into online, and you'll then go to the stage that I'm going to show you next. So the first stage would be to actually get some players in your recent players list, and then stage 2 will be how to actually get into the passive stroke ghost mode. Okay, so that's just a quick explanation of how to actually get some recent players if you don't happen to have any. But as you can see, I do. So we're going to go back up to players, go across to our recent players. Now we're going to just select one at random, and then what we're going to do is we're going to wait a few seconds till it says join session. Now this is important. As soon as we press on join session and it takes us out of the menu, we want to press our PS button, or the button that will take you to your console dashboard. I'm not sure what button it is on an Xbox, guys and girls, but the PS button on the PlayStation, obviously. So we're going to go join session. Okay guys and girls, well unfortunately it appears that I can't actually record when I press my PlayStation button and exit out of the game, so I'm going to have to explain this a little bit verbally. But basically, once you press that PlayStation button as fast as you could, as I explained before, you will then go to your up to your top bar on your dashboard and along to the right to your settings, and then down to your network, and then you're going to choose the top one, which is your connection to the internet, and you're going to click on that to turn it off, and then click on that to turn it on, or uncheck the box and then check the box on the top option. You're then going to back out of there and go back to the game. But before you load back it, you actually press to actually re-access the Red Dead Redemption 2 game, you must bear in mind that you're going to get a couple of messages, which you'll have to press X on obviously, and then as soon as the screen comes up to let you back into free roam, you want to press X on free roam as fast as you can, because occasionally the game will kind of flash and then show the screen again, and then the method won't work. Okay, so to try and ensure that the method works every time, you need to be very quick on that button. Okay guys and girls, and that will lead you back into where you'll see in a minute getting the messages of me coming back into the game. Okay, and we want to hit it, like I say, immediately as soon as it comes up, and hopefully this glitch or method, if you prefer, exploit, whatever you want to call it, will have actually worked, and we'll now be able to use the world to do anything we want, really, as I will show you in the rest of the video. There's so much that we can do without being griefed at all. There literally will be other people on the map, but they will be invisible to us in proximity, which I will show you. So hopefully this will work, but I will say, if it doesn't work, as I found when I was first trying this, it took me about 6 or 7 attempts to get it to work, and then since then it's been working for me every other attempt maybe. I mean, occasionally it does work straight away. Sometimes I may need 2 or 3 attempts to get it to work, but that's another great reason to do it from your camp where you can't be griefed while you're trying to do it. Okay, so we're loading back in and it's taking a very long time, but as soon as we get back into the game, guys, hopefully we'll be able to show you that this is actually it does work. I can promise you it does work. I've been using it myself. Okay, so we'll be right back just as soon as we get into the world, guys. Okay, so here we are back in the world. Now the first thing we're going to do is bring up our map. I noticed for some reason it's changed my waistcoat again, but we're going to bring up our map, and as you can see, the people are kind of greyed out. They're not as bright as they should be, and this is everywhere on the map, not just people who are close to us. Literally everywhere on the map that there are people, they are now ghosted to us. Now I will show you what this actually means. Okay, so back into the game. I'm going to whistle my horse, and it's put me in this horrible grey waistcoat again. I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but it seems to want to put me every time I load into any lobby back into my very original starting waistcoat, which is annoying because I don't have it saved to any of my outfits. But there we go. There we go. Right, so we're back in our right now. So what we want to do is again bring up the map, and we're going to ride over. Now obviously we're not going to grief these people. We won't be able to interact with them. We're just going to ride over. Let's just ride in the tumbleweed and show you that this does actually work, and we now essentially have a lobby to ourselves. Even though there are other people on it, they're not in our instance, if you understand what I mean. So can I get down there? Yeah. Oh crikey. Jump it, you can do it. There you go, well done, Merlin. Right, and obviously once I've shown you this, I'll also show you how you can interact with the world. It doesn't change any of the game experience, other than the fact that you won't be griefed by anybody. And it couldn't be used to grief people because you cannot interact with them if you wanted to. They can't interact with you, as you'll see. So don't worry, this method is not going to suddenly turn into a way for people to attack you, not unless somebody knows how to do something with it that I'm not aware of. But this does protect you, and I mean, I've been using this yesterday. I used it for about 3 hours. Today I've used it for a good hour before shooting the video, guys and girls, so I can promise you this does work. You will not get any grief whatsoever, and indeed you can't actually interact with any real life player. I'm not sure, because I don't have any of my friends online, any of my posse or anything, whether I'd be able to invite anybody to it. I think they would appear on the world for everybody else, and only I would be invisible, unless they managed to join my lobby using the same method, and then maybe we'd be invisible to each other as well. I'm not sure, but I think the nature of the actual method itself means that you're separate from everybody else. And I will also say that I entered it from free roam. I wasn't in a posse when I actually did this. I haven't tried it from a posse. So again, if somebody has knowledge on that and would like to leave a comment in the section below, obviously maybe in the future I'll get together with some of my posse and we'll try it out. But as you can see, now we're coming into town and there's some people here. Now they should, obviously they're running away because they think I'm attacking. He should be hiding around that building there, but he's absolutely safe because we can't do anything to him if we wanted to. So I'm just going to show you that he's not actually here. As you can see, there is no person here. There is nobody here. He is completely invisible to us and we are to him, even though technically we're on the same world. Like I say, it's like we're in a different instance. So now that I've shown you that, let's go and kill anything so I can show you whether the butcher works, etc. So we're just going to, I'm not worried about starage, I'm not worried about the quality of the animal. We just literally want to do this as a test. What am I doing? Okay, got 2 people in the tunnel, that's handy. Right, put that into express rounds so as I get the extra experience. Okay, now there's got to be something alive around here soon. Actually, as it's night, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be right back just as soon as it becomes daytime so that you can see better. Okay, guys and girls, welcome back. Right, as you can see, we've got some daylight now, so hopefully there'll be something for us to kill without too much searching. Okay, so now that we've got a few animals, we're going to head back to Tumbleweed. I think will be the closest. Yep. And again, we don't have to worry about any of the people in there because we're in our passive ghost mode. Essentially, we've got the lobby to ourselves. It's almost like it's a private lobby. But they're right, like I say, it's more of the fact that we've got a passive or a ghost mode on, but it does kind of feel like the lobby's yours. You know, it's a very, very useful method. I mean, like I say, I've used it quite extensively last night and then again this morning. It just makes life so much easier. It really does. And seeing as the community has been screaming out, or crying out rather, for, you know, a passive mode or invite only lobbies. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sure if you can invite on these, as I've said, but it does give you the ability to, as you'll see, to hunt, fish, you know, anything that you like doing without the problem of other people, you know, and being able to do it in the online rather than just with Arthur in the story mode, so that you can, you know, have a chance to enjoy the game to its fullest. Now, I will, like I say, try this with my posse members, and if it is possible, we will do a video on it, if it's possible to team up this way, because that would then actually make it the equivalent of a private lobby. All right, as you can see, we're here. So I'm just going to walk up to the butcher, and as you can see, we can not only select him, but we can interact with him. Should have broken that bird down. Right, I'm going to keep that for a second. So he's in group. Like I say, I'm not really worried about the money. It's just purely to show you that we can actually use the butcher. We can interact with him. Now, while I'm here as well, I'm just going to quickly pop into the gun store so that we can check whether the stores work. Oh, get off. What happened there? Okay, I seem to be stuck. Right, let's turn around, Merlin, and not try to get me stuck. Thank you. Right. First time in Tumbleweed. I was here earlier. You're insane. Right. Let's just grab some. Do we need to clean any of our weapons? No. Do we need any ammo? Yes. Okay. Okay, we're good. Give it a clean. Grab some ammo. Okay, so as you can see, we can actually interact with the shops. We can use the butcher. There's somebody here, but there's nobody here. As you can see, he's kind of hiding from us, but there is nobody here. He's probably shocked, thinking, what the hell, how's he not here? But anyway, right, so where did Morgana go? Not Morgana, sorry, Merlin go this time. Where have you gone now, mate? Come on. But what I'm going to show you now is, if we return back to town quickly, is that we can't only, it's not just a case of you can hunt, which obviously by extension means you can fish and things like that without being griefed, and which is a great way of making money, but I'm actually going to show you that we can also do stranger missions. I kid you not. Now, I actually tried this thinking that this would be one way of exiting from this mode, which I will also explain how to do, obviously. Or would it, I was also testing it to see whether it would be a case of just for the duration of the mission would I become vulnerable to other people. Because I have noticed that when I'm in this mode, it does show me people that are doing stranger missions. Like I say, it seems that we are also able to do stranger missions. So we're going to accept this stranger mission from Sheriff Freeman once he's spoken to us. And obviously I shall do that, and then I shall probably end the video, because like I say, I mean, literally you can see, you can do what you want, you can travel anywhere else on the map. I'm not sure if you fast travel whether that would put you back into a regular free roam lobby, so you might want to actually take the extra time, or even make use of the cinematic view by holding down your central touch button or touchpad in the middle of your controller rather, you know, and actually take the time to ride over there, because there are no loading screens. It is a seamless world. You can ride from Tumbleweed all the way over to Saint Denis, for example, and you know, there'll be nothing in between, and without the fear of griefers, for example, you could actually just ride there, go and make yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, sandwich, whatever, do you know what I mean, use the restroom, whatever you want to do, come back and you'll be at your destination, able to carry on and do what you want. So if you wanted to go down to Blackwater and fish off the pier and just, or off the jetty, sorry, and just run it straight to the butcher, this is a perfect way to do it without being hassled. If you want to go cougar hunting down around Braithwaite Manor or up here in Austin, again, no problems with the eagles, the condors, anything, you know, the things that people normally target you for and steal off your animals after killing you. It's not going to be an option, is it, if they can't see you? So, as I say, let's just do this mission. Which one's he going to give us? Okay, we've got to protect a convoy. Right. Okay, so as you can see, we're in the cart. So for Merlin to follow. Rifle, because obviously we're going to get a few NPC ambushes, but we should, as you can see, I'll bring up the map, but you can see it on the little mini map as well. Everyone is still kind of greyed out. They're not solid anymore, they're still dimmed. So, like I say, hopefully this will do exactly what it did for me when I tried it earlier, and they won't be able to interfere with us or anything. They will get told that we are doing it, and they will see the little red icon on the map. Because I know that from seeing other people doing stranger missions while I was hunting yesterday and this morning. And again, I will take a second opportunity to... Oh, we are actually being interfered with. Okay, so stranger missions are not safe, guys. Stranger missions are not safe at all. Now, unfortunately, I can't defend myself because he's not on my map. Why can't I go quick? Oh, because I'm near a camp. I see. But I have no way of actually shooting him, so I must keep away from him because he's destroying the wagons. So unfortunately it looks like the only way I can get this through. No, I've got other people interfering. So yeah, the stranger missions you can't do, guys. Stranger missions you can't do, obviously. So it is just usable for hunting and for fishing. Once you start a stranger mission, as I said, you will appear on their map because people were on mine. So essentially I was just lucky, or the people rather that were doing it on my maps were lucky, that I wasn't a griefer. But because I'm doing it where a place where there are people that are griefers, then it doesn't look good for me. I'm just going to go straight through. Oh, because there's a camp. Right, go, go, go. No, not off the road. Where are you going, you silly horses? Phew. Try and make this as hard as possible. So yeah, again, like I say, you cannot, it would appear, do it unless you happen to have a nice friendly lobby where nobody actually is a griefer. So unfortunately I was wrong about that, guys. You can't actually do the stranger missions with impunity. Okay, but you can, as you see, you can hunt, you can fish, I can promise you that as well. I won't bother taking and showing you because obviously I've already shown you that you can hunt and use the butcher without any problems. But of course, because you're doing something that lets other people interact with you, you obviously can be mucked about with, if you like, now, or interfered with. Now, I will continue this to the actual end, even if we get killed, because I want to see, one, if we get killed, does it actually bring us back into a normal lobby, which I expect it will, because I haven't actually lost my life while I've been doing this. And secondly, will it bring us out of this into a regular lobby, or will we still be in our passive stroke ghost mode? Okay, so we've just finished the mission. As you can see, we're getting paid for it. Right. Now, bringing up the map. No, they're still greyed out, but I will ride over there to someone to see whether this actually still works. So was it just for the duration of the... It looks like it was just for the duration, rather, of the actual stranger mission that I was vulnerable and could actually be interfered with. So if you want to be completely griefer free, then I'm afraid you won't be able to actually do the stranger missions. But as you can see, if you keep your wits about you, even on a convoy one, the most they can do is blow up the rest of the convoy. You know, so if you were doing maybe one of the easier stranger missions, obviously maybe that would be a lot more achievable, even with other people on the server. Right, I need to go more concentrating on those birds, but I'm not here for hunting. Right, I'm going to go over to you, kind of over there. Right. Now, I know this does seem a little... Oh, he's inside. A little bit mean, but I'm not actually trying to grief anyone. I'm trying... I mean, if he shoots me, I'm not going to shoot back, because he would assume that I'm griefing him. I just want to see whether there is actually anybody here or not, whether they can interfere with me. But it would appear that he's up there if he's anywhere. And I would assume I would have been shot by now if they could actually find me. Oh, they've left. No, they haven't. No, maybe they haven't. Yeah, it looks like they've left. Okay, let's try and find somebody else so that we can make sure that we are actually safe. Okay, he's outside. But it does look like it's only during the stranger mission that you can be interfered with or griefed. I'm probably panicking this poor guy. This isn't very fair, but I am doing this purely for the science section of it, of the video. Yep, there you go. You're totally safe, mate. I can't hurt you, and I'm not griefing you. I'm just showing the viewers there is nobody here. So even coming out of the stranger mission, you are still in your passive or ghost mode, guys and girls. Okay. Now, as I was trying to explain before, we realised that the stranger mission doesn't actually work the way I had thought. I must have just been very lucky, but I will say it wasn't a convoy I did. It was recover the buggy, so I just had to go and kill a group of guys and then ride the buggy back into Tumbleweed. There were a few people there. Nobody tried to blow me up. Obviously they obviously weren't into griefing, and those other people obviously were, or they just decided to take it on because it was a, you know, it does prompt you that another gang or posse is attempting to do a mission and that you can interfere with it if you wish to. So okay, well, and in a way it was useful they did. I'm not actually angry with them or anything, because they helped me show that that is actually not safe as I originally thought. So as you can see, you won't get messed with when you're hunting, you won't get messed with when you're fishing. You will get potentially messed with when you're doing stranger missions, but even exiting it won't actually put you back into a normal lobby. I'm not sure about whether you die or not. You'll find yourself placed back into a regular lobby, you know, but the very simple way to get back out of it is you literally just go left on your D-pad, down to online options, select online options, and then select to either go free roam, form a posse, restart your own posse, free roam in one of the areas. Any of those options will then take you out of this passive mode and put you back into the mode where you can interact with your friends, shoot people if they're shooting at you, all that kind of stuff. You know, you'll be back into playing the game normally without the ghost or passive mode active. Okay, now as I was saying earlier, and again I keep going off on a tangent or getting interrupted by griefers, I understand that there was a point in the video where it won't quite make sense, and this is because I was unable to record whilst I wasn't on the game, and this might be something to do with the fact that I use SHAREfactory from my PlayStation to actually record my videos and not a laptop, but I wasn't actually able to record when I pressed the PS button what I actually did. So even though I know I've shot a segment and placed it in there for the actual video, I'm just going to once again re-explain the method verbally, take you through it stage by stage, so that, you know, it doesn't become a case of 100 or whatever comments explaining that I didn't explain very well. So okay, what you need to do, obviously, like I said, first things first, is make sure you've got some actual recent players, okay, and they can take a few seconds to load up. Okay, once you've got some recent players, you can actually then just select anyone at random, and once you've selected them, you wait a few seconds and it'll go join session. Then you will select to join session. As soon as you select to join session and it comes back out of that menu and into the actual game, press your PS button as fast as you can, okay, because you want it to not find that person, okay. And that's one of the two messages you will have seen, the error could not find player. I think it's the second message that comes up when you come back in. Okay, but once you press that PS button, that's obviously going to take you out to your dashboard. Now go straight along to your settings, and from settings go to your network settings, and then at the very top option you'll see it's a checked box that says you're connected to the internet. Disconnect yourself with one click and then reconnect yourself with another, literally 1, 2. Then come out of there, go back to the game, back into the game, and that's where you'll get those two messages that explain that you've been disconnected from the game through loss of connection, and that you couldn't find the person, and an error code. Then as soon as the online screen comes up and you're able to select free roam, press X as fast as you can on that, and that will actually lead you into the passive or ghost mode. Okay, guys and girls, so that's a final explanation of how to do it. I did actually shoot an extra section, and I will have inserted it in to actually make sense during the video, but just in case it's a little bit choppy, I felt the need to re-explain at the end. Okay, guys and girls, because that is all for this episode, guys and girls. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button. It really helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel, then please remember to hit that subscribe button for regular videos or episodes, if you prefer, on the games we all love to play. And also please remember to hit that bell for notifications of our latest episodes. And please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, especially if you have a game or topic you'd like us to cover or indeed do a video on. And a huge thank you to all of you who have already subscribed. Your support is awesome, guys and girls, as indeed are all of you, and means so much to every single person involved, especially me. And I will say once more a huge thank you and shout out to Lord Kevin, or Kevin as his real name is, for bringing this method to the actual community's attention and letting us actually have a way of playing online without being griefed. Well done, full kudos to you, mate. Okay, so thanks once again for watching, take care and keep on gaming. Laters, guys and girls.